The ASUS ZenWatch is what we would consider maybe part of generation 1.5 of Android Wear devices. So these have had a little bit of time to kind of see how the ecosystem played out. And this watch in particular, and I think most newer watches, have put a little bit more of an emphasis on the style of the watch. So not just looking at it as a demonstration of the technology, but also taking it seriously as a fashion item. So you can see a lot of care has gone into the design of the ASUS ZenWatch. And it actually looks really nice for the price. So this is one of the cheaper Android Wear watches out there. It's only $200, but you can see out of the box it comes with this nice light brown leather wristband. It's a nice slim profile, not that chunky black that we've seen on a lot of previous Android Wear watches. It's got actually this nice touch metal clasp here, so it adds a little bit of a little accent, but it also makes it real easy to take it on or take it off, put it on. And you'll see that that color of that leather is continued right into the body of the watch with this copper band that's sandwiched in between the stainless steel of the body. So that really helps carry that design cue all the way through the watch. Of course, that works really well with the included band. This band is a regular 22 millimeter watch band. You can go swap it out for whatever you like. It's actually got a nice quick release here on the band to get it out really easily. So you can go to a watch shop and get any old watch band to work with this watch. So looking at the actual body, really nice. It's one of the smaller sizes, so it's not a big chunky watch, which is an issue for some people. Pretty thin profile. It's a little flat. Personally, it wasn't as comfortable wearing it on the wrist. It also, the band sort of ran out of space with this clasp. So my wrists aren't exactly huge, but even on the biggest setting, it's a little tight. But it fits a little uncomfortably, I think. So on my wrist at least. But maybe that's something that as the band breaks in, it gets a little bit better. One of the big complaints of the watch is the bezel that you can see here. It's got plenty of bezel around the display. So that's a 1.6 inch display, 1.63 I think. But it's made to look even smaller with this big bezel. Typical Android Wear interface. You can see, you can swipe through, get to your OK Google, Google Now stuff if it shows up on the camera here, not really well with your menus. There's a few software additions through the use of external software that you can add with from ASUS support. There's also a heart rate monitor in here. You put two fingers on the edges of the watch here. It'll give you your heart rate. The other thing with the design that wasn't a huge fan of is the power button, and the standby button is embedded on the side here. It's pretty flush with the side, if you can see, and it's hard to get at when you're on your wrist, so it's not exactly something you can feel out. I think a crown would have looked nice on here, would have gone with the design and worked really well. But this is absolutely one of the better Android Wear smartwatches on the market, and a great buy at $200.